You lie still now, nestled beneath the covers, your breath soft and steady. Outside, the world hushes, the lights dim, the sounds fade, and a quiet begins to bloom inside your body. But while the rest of you sinks into sleep, something deep within you stays very much awake. Your belly, in a realm you cannot see, a universe hums with life. It isn't loud, not in the way of thunder or thought, but it's there, constant, delicate, pulsing like a heartbeat in miniature. This isn't the beat of your heart, though, or the whisper of your lungs. It's older, smaller, stranger. Imagine a forest so tiny that every tree is made of life itself, a breathing grove of invisible organisms. They stretch not toward the sky, but along the winding path of your intestines. They do not grow roots, yet they hold you together. They do not speak, yet your body listens. This is your microbiome, the vast, unseen world that lives within you. Trillions of tiny beings, bacteria, fungi, viruses, and more, all tucked inside your gut. They outnumber your own cells, and yet they are not foreign invaders. They are part of you. Each of these organisms is a whisper, a thread in the great quilt of your biology. They digest the food you eat. They guard your inner borders like silent sentinels. They shape the way you think, feel, even dream, more deeply than you might ever have guessed. You may never see them, but they know you well. From the first breath you took as a newborn, they've been with you. And even now, as you drift between thought and sleep, they are hard at work. They don't sleep, they tend to you. Picture them, not as germs, not as invaders, but as tiny lanterns of light. Some cluster like glowing fireflies along the lining of your gut. Others drift like pollen on a breeze, flowing through your digestive stream. They dance in patterns, invisible constellations that change with what you eat, how you rest, when you laugh, and even when you cry. They thrive in balance, a balance so fine that the smallest shift can ripple like a wave. A day of stress, a change in your diet, a sleepless night. These things are not forgotten by the world within. They are felt, absorbed, answered. And in return, this hidden forest supports you. When you digest an apple or a piece of bread, it is not your body alone that breaks it down. It's them, the microbes chopping, sorting, transforming each bite into nutrients and messages. Messages sent not just to your cells, but to your mind. Your brain listens, whether you know it or not. There is a long, winding highway between your belly and your head, a nerve so old and deep that it carries emotion as easily as information. They call it the vagus nerve, and it allows your gut to speak in feelings. Perhaps this is why a knot in your stomach can feel like sadness, why a flutter of nerves can start with your digestion, not your thoughts. Your microbiome has stories to tell, and it tells them in its own language, chemical signals and hormonal whispers, quiet and ancient. The night deepens, the air around you stills, but down below, your inner forest rustles gently. It adjusts to your resting state, slowing its pace, tuning itself to the lull of your breath. They, your microbes, are not you, and yet they help you become who you are. Scientists once believed the body was mostly silent inside, a machine with buttons and switches. But now we know better. Now we know your body is more like a garden, living, breathing, tending itself in secret. And like any garden, it must be nurtured, fed, rested, cherished. As you lie here, your heartbeat slowing, you may begin to feel it. Not a movement, not a sound, but a sense. That you are not alone inside your skin. That life lives within you, echoing softly with every breath. It is a comforting kind of knowing, like realizing the stars above have been shining all along, even when clouds hid them. Your microbiome has been with you every day, invisible, loyal, ever present. This chapter of your story doesn't have one hero. It has trillions, tiny companions working together in chorus. They build, protect, digest, signal, soothe, all without asking for your awareness. But tonight, you offer it anyway. A soft hello, whispered into the dark. You may not see them. You may not feel them directly. But you can sense their presence in your mood, your cravings, your calm. In the way your body sighs at peace, and the way your thoughts settle like snow. This is the beginning of knowing. Not through facts or charts, but through wonder, through noticing what was always there, through the feeling of home right beneath your ribs. Tomorrow we'll travel further into the story, into how this unseen world helps to build you from the very first breath. But for now, you rest. And they, your inner companions, continue their quiet work. And as you begin to drift, you might wonder, what did they inherit from the moment you were born? And how did that first touch become the seed of a forest?